According to many, World War II is the costliest and most destructive in the history of humankind. And the effect of these is still visible even after 70 years of the event. After the end of the war there was a huge displacement and migration of citizens in Europe. Nowadays it is difficult to point out who are the good guys and who are bad, but for the Second World War we have no issue with that. A madman tried to take over the whole world and others tried to stop him. Fortunately, Germany was defeated. But in today's episode of the Infographics with Sam, we discuss what if Hitler won World War II? This might be the biggest what if in the history of mankind. If Germany had not tried to invade Soviet Union 2 times first and then declared war on the United States next, then we might be seeing Nazis as the victor. Soviet Union is the only country who suffered the most in the Allied victory. Without their determination and resistance, we would be talking German and feasting on currywurst and drinking Naipa. But for this to happen we need to reverse engineer few scenarios so that Germany and Hitler can win. To win the war, Hitler had to acquire much more land in UK and United States than he actually did, but chances of keeping the land in control would be very slim because of the distance between Germany and the United States. Instead, the United States would have had to become passive so that Germany could have its way with Europe. So, most probably economic deals would have to be made between the USA and Germany-led Europe to make this happen. Germany would rule the countries it has conquered like France and Poland, and Italy would also remain as their allies. And Spain and Portugal will also join hands with Germans, and Switzerland would remain neutral. And also, if Germany wants to win the World War then they have to give up their dream to conquer Soviet Union. Germany would have had to make a peace treaty with Soviet Union in order to keep Stalin calm. Also, the idea of conquering Japan would be useless at that time because Germany would already enjoy their lion's share of Europe. So, if Germans win the war then it would be nightmare for a particular section of population such as Jews, and other so-called undesirables like gay people and Romanis. American fiction writer Philip K. Dick in 1962 wrote one of the first alternate historical novels to look at what would happen. In his book, Germany, Italy and Japan won the war and divided the world between them. The Japanese Empire consisted of complete Eastern Asia, and the United States would be divided between Japan and Nazis. The United States created their nuclear presence in 1945, so Germany would be desperate to create their own weapon for mass destruction. The truth is, we would never know how the war would have concluded as there are too many variables in the equation. But, it is easy to say that the win would be short-lived because eventually the Allied force would betray and will remove Hitler and his Nazism from the world stage for the good of mankind. So, what do you think would happen if Hitler won World War II? Let us know in the comments.